I'm at Butlins holiday camp, and if you think that you shouldn't go to Butlins because it's too cheap and you're too cheap to go to this place, you are missing out on something, I tell you. So we had today this amazing singer, Whitney Houston tribute, and I was just like, wow, this is so good. Like, Whitney Houston is one of the best singers in the world as far as I'm concerned. And if I closed my eyes and listened to this girl, it was like it sounded just like her. Like, it's so similar. Like, I think the I Will Always Love You song, Whitney Houston does it just slightly better. I mean, Whitney Houston is the best at that song. But yeah, she was very close to her on that song. But with all the others, if I was I've never seen a Whitney Houston concert live, but if I was to watch it live with Whitney Houston, I'm pretty sure it would have been as good. Whitney Houston might have even sounded worse if she was drunk or something. So no, but this was really good. I think she could do a lot better. I mean, Butlins had a big audience and stuff, but I think she could. Yeah, I would pay £100 to see that concert, and it's amazing because it's just like, I'm at Butlins. This place was like £140 or £148. I saw it earlier in January time, and I was thinking I really want to go for that, just to go to Butlins. But I think I opted not to, just because it got cold, and I started working instead. But yeah, but yes, it was still, even though it's April, and a lot warmer, it's still very cheap. And oh my gosh, £148 for like 5 nights or 4 nights, 5 days, and to get a concert like that. And there's also an ABBA concert that we had, which was really good, and there's another showing of it in half an hour because I missed the first 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go back and watch that, and then to get all the stuff that includes it, all the rides and swimming pool as well. And I don't know, but yeah, if you wouldn't go here because you think it's too cheap, I think you're missing out, because it's cheap, but it's also so good value for money. I went to Leicester the other day, and it was £45 for 1 night in a hotel. Now I kind of just went for a cheaper hotel, and that was the cheapest there was, and it was basically just a bed in a room. And if I wanted to go for 2 nights, it was like 90. And I happened to compare it to the Butlins holiday, and I was like, well, this is 140 or 90 for 2 nights, or 140 for 4 nights. If the 90 would have been for 4 nights, then it would have been 80 at 180. And just like to think that this is less than that. So for that, it was 45 a night, and all you get is a bed. For this place, not only do you get you not only do you get a lovely room, it's a nice apartment, and there's got another room in there, so it's actually an apartment for four, so it's like a 2 bedroom with a bathroom, and it's got all the basic facilities that you need. But yeah, also I need to point out what I'm wearing. Yes, I found this today. My higher self likes to play jokes on me, and gives me things that I like. And I was really into that. Yo, I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to. Anyway, for £1, it's like a nightgown or whatever, but it's a gorilla nightgown. So now I can actually sing it. Yo, I'm the king of the swingers, oh, because it's a Jungle Book song, that is. So it's like where he dresses up like a gorilla. So I have, for £1, I can't believe it. For £1, I got a gorilla costume. And it's also interesting how the singer, who was an amazing Whitney Houston act, is called Nya King. So it's like the king of the jungle. But yeah, I think it might be better. I prefer her name if it was Maya King, because it kind of sounds a little bit more. Nya is not a common name, but I don't know. It's yeah. If I could promote a singer, I would definitely promote her, because her voice is really good, and I hope she goes far. So but yes, yeah, this holiday is so much better than, if someone underrates it, it's so much better than what they should. I mean, I've done this one of them before, been to Butlins, but last time I came, they had breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the food was amazing. Really nice. The problem is, it was so nice that I found myself overeating the whole time, thinking that I can manage more, thinking I can eat more, and then spending the next few hours kind of regretting it. And then as soon as dinner or lunch or breakfast came about, just eating more again and then feeling sick again and I just spent that whole time just kind of going walking around feeling like bloated and over. And so, but yeah, this time they've actually only doing it breakfast and sort of evening meal. So or the evening meal though is a bit earlier, so it's 4 till 7. So if you're hungry, you can go and have a meal at 4. But yeah, I think that works out a bit better because it's probably less food wasted and it does prevent people from overeating. I think in a place like this, you do tend to overeat. And then when you do overeat, you end up feeling sick or just bloated, or especially if you're going on the rides and feeling sick. And then you don't enjoy the holiday as much. So yes, I didn't go for the food package this time, but there are plenty of restaurants to go to eat in, and they're all good priced. And yes, so I would definitely recommend this place. And definitely that act was amazing. My Whitney Houston act, in my character, she represents the angel within the light. I think if I come back in the future, I would, if I could choose anyone to be my mum in my next life, Whitney Houston is the person that I would choose. And I think I'm going to get that, to be honest, because I've seen some things that point to that. But we'll see, because it's not going to be anytime soon when I next come in my fourth life. It's going to be a very long time in the future. But yes, I'm loving this costume. For £1, can you believe it?